There in Facebook land, welcome to At the Buzzer Live. We are joined by UFC star Tony Ferguson, who's getting ready for a big fight. A little bit of a fight coming up on March 4th in Vegas.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of a fight that we're all looking forward to seeing.
A little bit.
You've been doing media all day, and you just told me what? You in between media and here, What were you doing?
In between media and here, I had to make time to go to 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu, the headquarters for Eddie Bravo, get in my reps and break a sweat.
Eddie Bravo's a good guy to learn from.
He's a very good guy to go from. Very, very good. I'm very excited. We're amped about this fight and just making sure all my points are fine, detailed, and not forgetting anything.
March 4th, Las Vegas, Khabib, Nurmagomedov. We can't wait for that one. The co-main event with Woodley and Wonderboy. But before we get into all that, because you've been talking about this fight all day, and you've been looking forward to this fight, I have some questions I want to ask you about your workouts that you do.
Okay.
I follow you on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Tony Ferguson XT.
Follow him at Tony Ferguson XT. And there's a couple workouts that have fascinated me. Can we watch them right here on this monitor? Can you break down what you're doing here?
Absolutely.
We're going to start with laser tag.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about here?
Let's go.
Elijah, hit that button. All right. Are we supposed to be seeing it on this screen?
Not coming up.
Not coming up on this screen. But people are seeing it. So what's this laser tag?
Looks good.
We have a bang up.
There you go.
Okay, so what's this all about right here?
I got a high score. It was actually pretty cool. It was awesome. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to beat that score again. It was at Jump Sky High. Took the idea from Randy Couture. Okay. Now, this place had this laser tag thing, which was amazing. It was a little video game. And my buddy's birthday, I was like, you know what, let's check this thing out. I went in there, and it was like Ocean's 11. It was crazy. Got to be able to move around and hit some different things, and it was active rest, man. It was amazing. It was fun.
That's a big thing you talk about on your Twitter and Instagram is active rest. What is active rest?
Active rest to me is being able to stay mentally tough and be able to hit your points and break a sweat. Okay. Something I've learned a long time ago, especially in wrestling and all my other sports. When you're preparing for this, you have to break a sweat. Even if you're just resting, you got to do active rest, man. That goes from longboarding and the laser tag stuff and jumping on trampolines.
And it goes to human flag. Play the human flag. Talk me through this.
Muscle ups, man. This is active rest too. This is during longboarding sesh, and in between I decided to do some exercises. So instead of just sitting there and having fun, this is fun for me too.
Look at that. Look at that balance on that thing.
That's incredible. I love it too.
Jesus, it's impressive.
It's awesome, you know, and it was great. I got to meet a couple people at the park, giving them some high fives. They kind of recognized me a little bit, and it was just cool. I like to just zone out and do my own thing, and the human flag right there, I'm representing not just myself.
Because if you're just walking through a park and you see this guy just doing this, I'd be like, I need to go talk to that guy. He's got to be somebody.
He's doing something, or he's crazy, or something not right. But what we're doing here is mental toughness, and we're doing active rest training. I recommend absolutely anybody to go out there if you're training, break a sweat, go and do something different, and dare to be different, man.
The last time we saw you in the octagon, you were breaking down RDA in 5 rounds. And your camp before that, you were up in Big Bear, right? Mm-hmm. And you were kind of in a Rocky IV situation where you were doing things differently, being outside. Being outside,
it's no different than what I do here. It's a snap jitsu approach. You know, I'm always pursuing fitness in different ways. The way I do it is I built Snap Down City Academy in Big Bear. Yeah. And I built it with my own hands, and it puts so much more effort into it. Doing that is what I got more out of camp. If I would have just been there and listened to everybody and been, just Tony, just do this, or just leave it be right there. If I would have just listened to everybody, I'm sure it would have transcribed into my fight game. Mm-hmm. But instead, I did it my standards, which is doing it right the first time. Yeah. Nothing messing around, no screws unscrewed, no seams unseamed, and we came out with that victory.
You're an intense guy. You came in looking very intense, sunglasses, jacket, the way you work out. You're built for this, and the way you fight in the octagon. I mean, you bloody people up. Your fights, there's a lot of blood in your fights.
They are very bloody, but that's what the fans want.
Like Edson Barbosa, I was watching that fight today on Fight Pass. Go get Fight Pass if you guys are out there.
Yeah, UFC Fight Pass.
That fight was incredible, but it's like all your fights, there's just a lot of blood left.
You have to look at it from the beginning. When I first started, I was knocking people out. I was finishing them on ground and pound. Mm-hmm. And then one time, one of my losses, I got submitted, so what I did is I learned jiu-jitsu. And after I learned jiu-jitsu, what ended up happening, I broke my arm with Michael Johnson. So I was like, you know what, maybe Muay Thai is something I should take up. Yeah. Maybe I should learn this sport a little bit more. Maybe I should be more interested into it. It's not a job, it's a career, Tony. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought after winning the Ultimate Fighter thing, I was going to get a $100,000 check, but instead I got a nice career out of it. Able to support my family, be able to do the things I want to do by active resting and having fun and being able to kick it with you guys on Facebook. Yeah. You know, and being able to prepare for this interim belt.
And you were a wrestler in college, right? 2-time All-American.
Yep.
National champion, what, 165?
I was 165 pounds, and I won nationals. I was going to try to go for the 4-time national championships. I ended up hurting our guy at 174 pounds, shot a low single, and he hurt his ACL. And there was a void in that weight class. Nobody else was going to jump up to that weight class. Nobody else was going to cut. Mm-hmm. So I made the decision as a captain of the team to be able to jump up to that weight class. I'm wrestling these guys that are cutting from 194. And I ended up wrestling at 184 pounds because nobody else wanted to do it. I was weighing about 175 pounds, weighing it with 2 Gatorades and a Subway sandwich. And these guys are looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm handling it. I'm doing everything I had to do, and it's cool, man. Yeah. You know, you guys, my fans are awesome.
We got people out there right now. Perry Strickland, you rock, Tony. If you guys are out there on Facebook, leave your questions and comments below, and we'll get Tony here.
I appreciate you guys.
Lee Zook Robinson says, what will be your strategy to beat Khabib? Lee taking my job.
Basically, we're going to make him quit. We're going to put the pressure on. This guy only prepares for 2 rounds as far as his padded record goes. Myself, I go 3 rounds, I go 5 rounds, and I'm not a stranger to conditioning. That active rest and doing all these different types of things, mental toughness and ice baths and doing all these things that nobody wants to do is what keeps me inside that octagon and keeps me fresh. And the strategy with Khabib is going to beat him mentally. I've seen this guy quit, and I've seen him cry in the Sambo match. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to hit him in the stomach so hard he's going to take a knee, and he's going to ask for me to stop. But the only person who's going to stop is Herb Dean or John McCarthy.
So with Khabib, I mean, does it bother you that everyone's like, oh my God, Khabib's ground game is unbelievable. He gets you to the ground, it's unbelievable. What's it say for you? I mean, your ground game is just is incredible.
I got 20+ years in grappling. Mm-hmm. I've got much more than that in MMA, and just put all together, I have such like a plethora of different types of things in my toolbox. And no matter what problem this guy presents to me, I'm gonna improvise it if I don't have that right tool, because that's what I do. I'm a contractor. I'm a contractor fighter inside that octagon, man, and I go for a business, and I aim to finish my business. So Khabib's going to have his hands full.
Looking forward to putting on a show in Vegas with Khabib.
Absolutely, but it's not about doing the show anymore. It's about going in there for that flawless victory. Mm-hmm. It's about getting in there and putting my best effort out there, because what I'm doing out here, my coaches always says, if it doesn't suck, if it's not terrible and you don't want to do it no more, he's like, it's probably not the right thing you should be doing. I'm lifting there, I'm hitting my weights, I'm hitting my strategies, my cardio sessions, I'm hitting my runs at night. I'm doing all these different things that a lot of athletes, they forget about it because they're floating up in the clouds. Mm-hmm. So that being said, my humbleness is taken in a different way, and I remember everything that got me to this position, like being on The Ultimate Fighter and even before, and it's something different with me, and no other fighters have it.
Yeah, your Instagram account, it's impressive, and it makes me feel really lazy about myself.
It's not supposed to make you feel lazy, but if it does, you know what, you're focusing on the wrong spots.
I think I'm not focusing on my self-esteem. I need to bring that up just a little bit.
You know what? Listen to the music and watch how when I go inside my octagon, when I do my walkout. You know, I don't ever fight with like bad intentions. Yeah. I like to go in, I like to be smooth, I like to hit my salsa dances, I like to do it. Just the other day, there was something went viral. The guy got knocked out dancing too much, trying to hit some mic.
He tried to do the garbrandt.
Yeah, doing something, man. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but that's not. If it doesn't flow too much with you and you're doing it too much, you're trying too hard, son. You want to get those hit points? Go ahead, man. You're gonna get actually hit. Mm-hmm. But if you do it with finesse and you do it with some suave, like me, rico. The difference is you're having fun with it, and you're emulating something that you practice inside that octagon, inside and out, which is having fun. And that's the difference between me and everybody.
And it's mixed martial arts. Arts is a part of it, and I think you're an artist when you're in there with the movements and the stuff you're getting done.
Absolutely. When I sit here and I'm thinking about the art, I'm painting a picture for you guys on my canvas, and I do that automatically. All the sponsors are on that thing. I'm looking at them and I'm like, man, I'm gonna destroy this with blood. It's like, man, I hope you guys get the pictures before I go out there and fight, because after my fights, like you said, with Edson Barbosa and everybody else, once they reach past these hands, what do they got next? Some nasty elbows, and I keep them sharp right on that metal wheel.
The Darce choke?
Sparks. Yeah.
Your Darce choke is intimidating.
The Darce choke's awesome. I have long arms, man, and I know exactly how to find that trachea and that little point right here, that little vessel right there, and because I practice it, and not just from where I learned it, but how the 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu system, and I go in there and they let me choke their necks, and afterwards we're best friends, man. You can only try to go and choke your friends out. It's crazy, but I'm really good at it.
When you feel that coming on, like with Barbosa, when you knew that was coming, your Darce choke was coming, you're like, here it is, it's game time. I got him. Like you know it's coming, setting it up for it.
It's just like chess for me.
Yeah,
it's just like chess, and I enjoy chess. I don't play checkers. I play chess. It's a man's thinking game. And it's different. I grew up playing video games, and it was cool, and watching movies and staying inspired. But for me, it was all about the games and like baseball, making the next play, base hits, score runs. Yeah. And if you're swinging at the wrong pitches and you're trying too hard, Edson Barbosa, I knew I was going to snap him down, put him in snap jitsu. I put him in snap down city, man. And that guy had nowhere else to go, because as soon as I locked that in there with that gable grip, and I transitioned from a Japanese necktie all the way to a Darce choke, and those guys out there that you know what I'm talking about, he had no chance. He was going nowhere, especially with all that blood and being slippery. Sorry, buddy.
So this fight with Khabib, all that stuff you were just saying, by the way, it's just I need to learn some of this stuff. I just want to get someone at Darce choke just once. But Khabib said a couple months ago that if you give him your arm, show your arm, he's going to break it.
Well, the last time somebody broke my arm, I hit him with it and knocked him down with it. And I like having my baby. I have a new baby now, and I take that as assault, brother. So you say you want to break my arm, I love holding my baby. And you can go ahead and try, kid. But that makes me intense, and I got many, many, many more things I could hit you with, and you're going to have to go 5 rounds with me. And if you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you twice as bad.
There we go. This is going to be a great fighter out there. It's March 4th, UFC 209 Vegas. Right here, Gabriel Gomez says, how will you celebrate after the win?
I'm doing my victory dance. You always see it all the time. I do my victory dance. I do my little one-handed thing, and I do my little spin. But the victory is always in the back when I get to see my wife. My kid, I don't want him back there. I don't want him to see all the stuff that I do. But my victory dance also is having those sweets like my candies and my cookies afterwards, or my root beer or my Pepsi. It's something that I do differently, and it's cool, man. That victory dance is what I aim for.
Yeah, but sometimes you're very quick in your post-fight interviews. You're like, I'm done, and you just walk out.
That last one, I didn't want to say nothing.
No.
I showed everything I had to. I put 5 rounds in there. I showed everything that I wanted to say and send to this division as a message, and especially the guys up there that knowing that I want to get this next fight and that belt. I don't have to say much. I don't have to talk. I do all the talking with these babies. You want talking? Go talk to other people. Yeah, I got huge hands. I got the same size hands as Brock Lesnar, and I told Brock, I was like, look, man, you're lucky. I was like, I'm going to ankle pick you because you're the same size as everybody else on the ground.
You shook my hand before when you come in, and most fighters' hands are strong, but I immediately noticed, as I said, I think I even said to you, it's like you have a very strong handshake.
It's just something,
you're built for this.
It's different. I grew up doing blue-collar type of work, construction, drywall, tile, granite, and a lot of these guys, they couldn't lift this stuff. So my pops would be calling me the next day after I would get done partying or do something like that. I'd be like, son, I need your help. All right, cool, man, no matter what. It'd be like 3-4 hours away. We would go and drive, and I would be lifting this shit. I'd be lifting the heavy. But no, they would take 2-3 guys to lift this stuff. And I'd be sitting there, my pops knew it because we grew up doing this stuff. I grew up chopping wood for the wood furnace, man. Like, I lived in the Midwest when it was cold and in the basement, hitting my 100 shots back and forth. And the one person that got me that stuff was my pops. He's like, man, here's the tools. It's up to you to use them. So,
the winner of this fight, most likely, if Conor is not fighting Floyd Mayweather somewhere, we'll get Conor McGregor.
Hey, if he wants to come in, McNuggets is going to have a chance. But I'm going to have the real belt, and he's got that fake belt that everybody has. He got somebody else's belt. The guy's got such an egotistical mind. That's him. He's got a pass for me right now. Mm-hmm. We do have the same management. We always express this, and maybe conflict of interest, maybe not. But it's not my concern because I gave this guy a pass. Mm-hmm. You go ahead, like I said, spend your money, enjoy your time with your kid, and when you come back and you really want to do this fight, you're going to have a real fighter on your hands. You want to throw hands with an Olympic boxer, you're going to get your ass kicked. You don't even know. I don't care how many different boxers you try to train with. This is a completely different sport. You got to respect it. That being said, I'll go toe-to-toe with absolutely anybody inside that octagon. And I'll point and prove it no matter what. You want to box? Let's box inside the octagon. I don't have to take you down. Let's go.
Do you have a prediction for your fight with Khabib?
I'm going to win. Point and clear. I didn't get here by doubt. I got here because of hard work and everything that I've ever done, having fun from active rest all the way up to the fight leading up to it is what I do. I work my ass off. So anybody else that says differently, they need to take a check. And look, this right here, the TSKYH stands for Think Strong. Keep your head. Stay focused. All the fighters that are floating up the clouds, you know what? I tie myself down here. Boom. I'm staying stationary because no matter what, if I have the belt or not, I know how to win, I know how to lose, I know how to bounce back and become that championship. It's going to be my belt.
I've had a lot of fighters come through here. You're one of the most intense ones in a great way. I can't wait for this fight, and I like where your head's at right now. We're a week and a half out, and I'm ready to go to T-Mobile right now and watch this thing.
You guys need to go. You guys need to buy those tickets. UFC.com. Check it out. UFC 209. Check out my webpage, Tony Ferguson MMA. I don't have too much merch out there, only because I don't want my name to be wasted. I don't like that. Yeah. I want the people that have my stuff are the genuine ones. That's the ones that I care about. So just keep looking forward to it.
I have
no, nobody's got it. Well, you know what? Here you go. Look at it. Check it out. You got a band now. Now you're part of my squad.
Oh, man. I'm on the squad.
So if you're part of my squad and you believe in my way to victory, then make sure you guys follow me at Tony Ferguson XT on IG and that little tweet thingy.
Tony, thanks so much for coming in. March 4th, Las Vegas. It's going to be great. UFC 209. This guy's already fired up for it. We're a week and a half out. Now I'm part of the crew. So, all right, here we go.
Let's
go. Darce choke somebody out. Thank you all for watching. And at the buzzer, we'll be at UFC 209 starting Wednesday. We'll be there all week, all through the fights. We can't wait for it. So make sure you follow us next week at UFC 209.